Hello everyone, Union Pacific Rail fan for life. I had a request from TJY Productions to show him how to wire in a Soundtraxx Tsunami Decoder into a P42 locomotive from Athens. So I'm on the Soundtraxx Tsunami Decoder selector website. In this case, you select the locomotive, which is obviously the ready to roll AMD 103 and P42. This over here on the left bottom of my screen is a list. So you need a TSU 181,000. The engine prototype for a P42 is the GE FDL16 Modern, a 28mm by 28mm mega bass speaker, 1.3mm and 1.5 volt micro bulb 6-packs, and shrink tubing. Then here's all the other tools you need. I'll leave this here a sec. You can pause the video if you wish to zoom in and look at the tools. Not all this is really required if you know what you're doing. But, before I forget, you also need some 0.030 sheet styrene. Item number is 9030 from Evergreen PN. So evergreenscalemodels.com you want to visit to look at that size. So again, go to soundtraxtsunami.com, click on Decoder Selector on the right top of this menu bar for the website. You go to HO Scale. Right here, let me do it with you. Alright, so once you get to the Soundtraxx Decoder Selector, you'll hit HO, and then you got all your manufacturers that you can install a decoder into. So in this case, we're going to go to Athens. First two columns, or first two sections are for Genesis Steam and Diesel. I'm not going to worry about that. Ready to roll diesel. Here we go. Alright, and you got all your choices. And then you go down to the GE AMD 103 and P42. And it also lists the decoder, the TSU 181,000 GE FDL16 Modern, and the speaker baffle kit. Or no, I'm sorry. This is the decoder model. And this is the speaker that you will need to have. Alright? Now, and you're going to click on that. Let's go load up. Alright, come on, camera, focus. So, I'll show you here the wiring diagram. Okay, so here's the wiring diagram of the 181,000 going Athens P42 locomotive. So this is the main decoder itself. Again, you got to find it online at modeltrainstuff.com or your local hobby shop. Check with them. But as far as I know, Soundtraxx Tsunami has discontinued them off their website. I don't know why. I guess it's because the new Tsunami 2 sound decoders and the Economy technology is starting to progress. So I guess they retired the Tsunami boards because they were only meant for certain models of locomotives. So, yeah, so they're discontinued. Just find them. I'm sure they're online somewhere. modeltrainstuff.com. I recommend it. They get good prices. So, anyways. Alright, so, this is your main decoder. Alright, you would have motor leads 5 and 6 to connect. I would connect those first. And then your rear pickups and your front pickups. On the left side is the front. So, always think when you put it in a locomotive, front pickup, as long as on the left side of this screen in this diagram, well, to show you how you should put the decoder. If not, it'll be backwards. So, in your headlights are wired in to where they're all connected into the 1.5 volt micro bulb connector right here next to function 5 and function 6, which you'll run up to the ditch lights. So the common wire, ditch light 1, and then the negative wire off ditch light would go to the other negative in the second ditch light, which will then feed into the 1.5 volt common lead. Then you take two wires. One common lead goes to the front headlights, as you see here, and then the negative lead on each headlight will come from function output 3, and you wire those two negative leads and then the positive leads in together. Then you take this wire and go to the back headlight and do the same thing. So, if you need any help, go to the Soundtraxx website for more information, or actually call them. I'll put their phone number right down here on the bottom of the screen, and they're fax and toll free. number. So I hope this video has been helpful for those of you guys who have the Amtrak P42 locomotive. But I thank you again for watching, and please subscribe to my videos as I'm to post some more later on down the road. Thank you again for watching.